Hi people, this is Everybody Loves Raina's hip older sibling here. Been a while, but I have made this Lego Speed Champions mock of a Honda or Acura NSX, and I really wanted to share it, so figured it's about time I get back to making more videos, because I actually do have a lot more mocks to show off, but I just finished this one and I'm really excited about it, so I had to show it off first. I really think it's one of the, if not like the best mocks I've ever made. I'm just very happy with it. So, as you could see from the intro, you would have already seen it from like a lot of angles and stuff. But now I want to talk about the details of it more. So, I tried to capture the features of the car as best as I could here. I often use this Hot Wheels as a reference because it is a NSX. So, which is why you saw it in some of the intro pictures. I tried to capture the signature line, how it goes like up as the car goes back, and then like the part that goes into the intake here. Front end took a bit. I did some different tricks to get like this at the right height. And the headlights don't actually work. They kind of take them off and put them back on the other direction, which I'll show off in a second. But first I want to show off more of the exterior details. That is an exterior detail. I want to show off the easier ones to see. So here's the rear end, and I think this is like the coolest part to me. I'm just like really happy with how I did the taillights because it's like a pretty hard thing to get right. Can we get a focus on that for the Hot Wheels? Yeah. But yeah, I feel like this was pretty hard to get right. It took a lot of trial and error for sure, but I finally got one that I settled on, and I think it looks really good. Capturing the signature light bar with the parts that go up in the corners. I decided to go for an aftermarket spoiler because originally I was going to do the stock one that's just like right above the taillight and just going across. It's just really hard to get a spoiler in there with how I built it. But this ended up working out really good. It just looked too high up to be stock, so that's why I made it black, because then you can tell it's aftermarket. I think it looks better that way. Actually, the Hot Wheels kind of has the same thing going on, where like the spoiler is higher up than it would be on the actual car. So I think that's pretty cool, actually. Oh, I should show off how it's built. Okay, so I have removed some of the back here, so you can see how I did it, because this is definitely the most impressive building technique in the whole thing. So as you can see, this is like how I did it. So you have these, I'm forgetting the word, brackets. They hold on the taillight through this. And then to make a full taillight, I use these so it actually lines up with just the clear red bricks, which works out perfectly because as you can see, the actual one, if it would focus, has those two little like white sections in the taillight, and the light gray here of these brackets actually represents that like pretty perfectly, I think. And then I cornered it off with these because they make the shape of the car where it goes up in curves like this. So here's the rest of it, which is so yeah, I did the spoiler like still going off of this like weird bracket because this is how it's all attached. I would just like, it attaches like this. So I kind of had to do the same thing with the top here. I have these brackets right here, just lining up with these, but higher up to complete the back of the car going into the back. And then up, it keeps pushing this, or I keep pushing this. You can see how I did the spoiler with these brackets here to make it line up perfectly with these plates here for the back. So then if I attach this back together like this, there we go. Because these are actually a little higher than the rest of the back here, you'll see. And then if I just put this back in. Also, these cheese slopes cover up the taillight to make it a little less tall, which is a good thing because it should not be a full like brick tall. But yeah, there's the rear back end, and as you can see, it's a little higher up than the vents here, but it's a good transition since the entire back of the car is sloping up slightly. And then we get into this rear windshield. This black piece is one piece actually. It happens to fit perfectly with the car, like, because I guess I didn't mention it before, but I got the Ferrari F8 Tributo set because I saw the windshield on that, and I was like, I think I can make an NSX with this. Because I don't care about Ferraris. They're very lame. They're not hip like Hondas, so had to make something hip. You know me. Anyways, so yeah, that's why I did that. But then this piece I just had lying around happened to line up like perfectly with it. Like, look at this. It's crazy. There's like a 2x4 cutout in it here, which is where these pieces come in. And then I got these B-pillars from the stickers of the Ferrari. You can probably see, yeah, you can see there's like a little like cut in them. So the Ferrari would have like a 1x4 slope with like those stickers on it. So I kind of just like cut them a little more than in half to make them fit on here. And then put them next to each other like for each side. And it actually made, like, it doesn't line up perfectly, but it's pretty dang good, I think. And I'm just really happy with how it turned out. Now, don't think you can buy a Ferrari and buy this. I used maybe about like over half the pieces, but I also had to use a lot of pieces from my own collection, and I had to make some Bricklink orders to finish it because I was running out of good red pieces. So because of how like difficult of a process it was to build this, how much experimenting I did, like, I don't want to take it apart because I'm not sure I could get it back together without taking extensive photos of how I built it. So don't expect instructions on this. I'm sorry about that if you really like it. I encourage you to build your own, or maybe someone else has built one. So I have not seen if anyone else has made a Speed Champions NSX. Yeah, I encourage you to do it your own because I showed you how to do the hard part, the rear end. The front's not nearly as hard. I just had like, this is the most complicated thing, and it's just putting this like half of a stud or half of like a plate down. But there are different ways to do that. It's not that bad. Oh yeah, and I didn't go over the interior at all. It's pretty simple. I have this like classic looking racing figure in there, which is a figure I got from a used Lego store that fits very well. I used this piece. It's an extra from the back of the Supra. Stay tuned because a while ago I changed up the Supra to fix the front end, and I have not shared that yet, but I hope to do it soon. So, but yeah, that's from the back of the Supra on the diffuser. I thought it looked cool in the dash. I wanted to add something. And it does seat two people like a Speed Champions car normally does for the 8-stud-wide ones. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The interior is not that exciting. I think that's everything I have to say about this car. I'm very excited just to have it, honestly. I just think it looks so cool. Like, how is this something I made? I don't know. It just looks amazing. Like, and from like every angle too. Like, how? Oh, I didn't show off the headlights. I'm so glad I remember that. But yeah, let me demonstrate that quick. So you kind of just take them out. It's definitely easier to do when they're up, because they're not as attached as well when they're up. Trying to do this live so you can see it. It also often takes off part of the front of the car with it. I held it down there to avoid that. But there's a headlight. It's coming. Yeah, not an easy transformation, sadly. I wanted to make them like functional, but I was trying and I realized that the hood would have to be too low to get it to do it and still make the car look good. So unfortunately, this is what I had to deal with. So these are the headlights. Obviously, it's really simple. And as you can see, here are the holes for it. So to put them down, you put them in like this. And the stud doesn't attach, but this piece attaching, like this part attaching here is still pretty sturdy. And then to have them up, you just put them the other way. Oh, I just pushed the entire front of the car down. As you can see, it's a pretty sturdy build overall, but that part of the front is the least sturdy part for sure. So yeah. This is what it looks like with the headlights up, as you have already seen, but I want to show you how you do it. But yeah, I think it looks good with them up and down. I kind of prefer them down, but I think that's just a preference with the NSX in general. I mean, it looks good either way, of course, but that's just me. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It's been a while since I talked on this channel. I think the last time I probably misgendered myself. Oops. Happy Pride Month, though. I'm very happy I could share this with you. I hope you like the build. Definitely keep following my channel if you want to see more, mostly car MOCs and Xpod expeditions. And check out my Instagram too if you want. It's at the Hip Xpod God. I'm pretty sure I'll put it on the screen so you can see it. I post Xpod pictures there mostly, but I've started recently. Recently I decided I would post other MOCs there. So you might get to see other things on there before you see them on the channel. This one's going to be a channel first though, because I just wanted to show it off in video forms and really show all the features and how I did it and stuff. Still check that out if you're interested in keeping up with me more, seeing more of my builds and stuff. I also post like my dots bracelets on there sometimes, usually on my story. I'm wearing some right now if you can't tell. I'd say go on my Instagram to see those designs, but yeah, it was a story, so it's kind of gone. Maybe I should post about them too. So hope you all enjoyed again. I probably already said that. I think I'm just rambling at this point. It's been a while since I've been talking in front of a camera, so hopefully it's not too evident. Anyways, yeah. I hope you enjoy my hip NSX. I hope it inspires you to make your own, or maybe make a car you like in Lego instead. But just get building, get creative, do stuff, have fun. That's my message to you all. Stay hip. And have a hip day.